Good day and thanks for joining me. This is the Adobe Fikemba theory. And I told you in this channel you're going to be learning physics, chemistry, and biology. So we're still talking about biology. And we've talked about what's a cell. We talked about on the basis of complexity. On the basis of complexity, cells are eukaryotic, prokaryotic, eukaryotic. And on the basis of their numbers, they can be unicellular and they can also be multicellular. Unicellular organism with one cell, multicellular organism with more than one cell. We also talked about the cell. We talked about the cell history, and we mentioned the names of some great biologists, the likes of Robert Hooke, who is the father of cell, and we also looked at, he discovered cell in 1665. We also looked at the likes of Felix Dujardin. He talked about the living component of the cell. He named it protoplasm in 1835. And we also looked at the likes of Rudolf von Virchow that talked about cell give birth to cell, previously existing cell, 1855. And then we looked at Matthias Cladien. Matthias Cladien discovered cell in plants, 1838, and Theodor Schwann discovered cell in animal, 1839. And they both came together in 1839 to tell us or give us what we call the cell theory. And we stated the cell theory, we say number one, cell is the basic structure and functional unit of life. And we say number two, cell come from previously existing cell. And we said that number three, that this cell contain a transmitting materials that helps to regulate the activities of the cell and can be transmitted to another cell. We also said that organisms are made up of cells. And we also said, lastly, that organisms can be multicellular or unicellular. These are the statements made in the cell theory. In this video, we are going to be looking at the components of the cell. And the components of the cell, we can see the component of the cell with the aid of the light microscope and the electron microscope. So, what are the components of the cell? Let's go. So, let's state the component of the cell. In this subtopic, we're looking at the components of the cell. Okay? Components of the cell. So we want to look at the components of the cell. What are the components of the cell? Number one component or what you can find inside the cell include number one, we have cell membrane. Cell membrane. Number two, cell wall. Number two is cell wall. Number three, we can find cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. Number four, we have the plastids. The plastids. I'd like you to know the plastid is divided into three. We have what we call the chromoplast. Chromoplast. We have what we call the leucoplast. Okay? And we have what we call the chloroplast. Chloroplast. So don't mistake chromo for chloro. Chromoplast, leucoplast, and chloroplast. Number five, we have what we call the nucleus. The nucleus. These are components of the cell. Number six, we have the vacuole. The vacuole. Number seven, we have what we call the ribosome. Ribosome. Number eight, we have what we call the lysosome. Number eight, we have the lysosome. Lysosome. The lysosome. Number nine, we have endoplasmic reticulum. Number nine, we have endoplasmic reticulum. Reticulum. Okay, I'd like you to know that the endoplasmic reticulum is divided into two. Into what we call smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is on the basis of the presence of the ribosome attached to this. For the ones that are rough, they have ribosome. And the ribosome, the function of the ribosome is to do what? Synthesize protein. But for the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, there is nothing like ribosome. So that's what gives the major difference. So number 10, we have what we call Golgi body. Golgi body. Or we call it Golgi apparatus. That's another name. Apparatus. This particular cell component was discovered by Camillo Golgi, an Italian scientist. So I'd like you to tell me in the video which of the cell components that was not mentioned here, or which of the cell, just put it in the comment section. Let me know which cell component that was not mentioned. I'd like you to subscribe, to share, and thank you for joining me. Thank you. See you in the next video.